Hello, welcome to Swift Sports Show on your number one information wave, Swift Wave Radio. My name is Tito Bruce. I'm hanging out right here with the one and only Spotlight. Welcome to the show, Spotlight.
Thank you for having me on the show today.
All right, so we're quickly going to just breeze through and talk about some of the big games that were played over the weekend. All right, first of all, we'll talk about Arsenal. Arsenal had four straight games without win, and they faced Nottingham Forest at home, and they were able to win the game 3-0.
I mean, it feels good to come back from, not winning games to uh, winning games. I mean, it's amazing. And for us now, I feel like they're still on the right path. I mean, they tried very hard last season, and coming into this season, they've been consistent. I mean, that's very good for them. I mean, getting that, point is very important, at this stage. I mean, after the international break, coming back and getting a victory
I would like
puts
to
them
say,
on a very exciting.
I would like to say, as
Yeah,
an Arsenal fan, I'm happy because for the first time this season we played well.
yeah,
It
and
has not
and, and
happened.
and that reminds me, Odiga is back. I
Yeah.
mean, he actually, I think he's one of the missing puzzle in that Arsenal team.
Hmm.
I mean, his link up play with the likes of Saka and the other forward is just so amazing, and it's good to have him back.
Yeah, let's away from the Arsenal to the defending champions, actually Manchester City. It has never happened before in the era of Pep
I mean,
Guardiola. Five straight defeats for Manchester City. This time losing to Tottenham Hotspur 4-0.
I mean, that's what happens when you set a standard for yourself. I mean, looking at Man City dominating the Premier League with Guardiola, I mean, there's a whole lot of expectation for them. And coming into that game and, you know, losing 4-0 to a Tottenham side that
Mm.
are actually trying to get themselves together. I
Mm-hmm.
believe they have some injury-prone players as well.
Mm-hmm.
And, going into this game, and they did it without, any struggle. It was effortlessly, you know, uh, I mean, how do I put it?
Sure.
A superb performance from, I mean,
Tottenham
Tottenham
Hotspur.
Hotspur. I
It's
mean,
been, I mean, I'm not supposed to do this, but I would just like to say, since Erling Haaland told Mikel Arteta be humble, he has been humbled.
obviously, yes, he has been humble though. For me, I feel like, there's a point in time, you start declining. I feel like for me, I feel like it's their decline period. I
Mm.
can't see the fact that a player, one of their world best player, is injured. That's the reason why they're having a woeful
I mean,
performance. But yeah,
I mean, it's in the record of Man City that they lose most times Rodri doesn't play. So could that really be what is
I
causing
really
this?
don't think so. Rodri injury is a long time injury, and I feel like it's going to have effect on his gameplay when probably comes back from that injury.
Would you blame this Man City's issue on the transfer window? They only bought two players, Savinho, and they also brought back Gundogan from Barcelona.
Let's not forget the fact that Man City are not known for buying so many players.
Let's
They just like to look out for the loopholes in the team and
But they sold the
get those
striker.
players.
They sold the striker and did not replace him.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, it still doesn't
Julian
change the
Alvarez
fact.
went to
Yeah,
Atletico.
Alvarez has always been a backup striker for
Man City.
Man City. I beg your pardon, Man City. So I mean, him going and not being replaced immediately changed nothing. I mean, they actually equipped the area they needed to equip, and it has not been really good for them, which is very sad.
I don't know if I'm saying this, but I wish Man City the best moving forward. Away from that, their neighbors, the red side of Manchester United, had their new coach play for the first time. Ruben Amorim. We expected magic, especially with the way the game started into 81st second of the game. Marcus Rashford scoring, and we thought it was going to be, superb from then on. But unfortunately for them, against Ipswich Town, he ended 1-1.
Sad one for Manchester United. They've been doing very well with their intern coach before their main coach came in, and for me, I feel like the structure and the tactics the coach is actually trying to play. I don't think the Manchester United team has that player. I do not see any player in that team that will vouch and say, "Oh, you can depend on me." When it comes to games, winning and all that. I feel majority of them are just there and collecting huge salaries and all that. For
So
me,
you don't think it's
yeah,
a coach thing? You think
I
it's a
really don't think
players?
it's a
You think
good
it's the
thing. I feel
players?
it's the players looking at the startup line. You have likes of Eriksen in the midfield, Casemiro in the midfield. The back line is just so funny for me. I feel so. I mean, I don't think those legs are legs that would give you what you want. And looking at the wing back play. I mean, this coach coming in, I think, is actually trying to, make the back wing be an attacking support to the forwards. But I don't think they have the legs to do that. We only see a team like Liverpool do these things, so it's very hard. I don't feel they have those players to, actually execute what the coach wants, and I feel for them it's going to take time. But I don't know how long the Manchester United fans will be patient, with actually getting to that point, because I feel like majority of the big teams don't have that patience. They don't have that luxury.
I totally agree with you on that one. I think Ruben Amorim is going to need time. So if you're Manchester United watching this right now, Manchester United fan, beg your pardon, watching this right now, be patient with your coach. Give him some time. I'm sure he's going to be able to do something about that. Away from that, moving away to another team who, brought a new coach, and their new coach was on fire. But for the last 2 games, he has hit a little bit of rock here and there. Talking about Barcelona, they were leading this game against Celta Vigo 2-0, but they ended 2-2.
Yeah, they had no excuse in not getting a victory in that game. For me, as much as I like not to give excuse, I still like to say there's a missing puzzle, whether we like it or not. I mean, he has been injured, and it shows that the 2 games he has not played has been a struggle for Barca, and that's Lamine Yamal. We hope to see him back on the field.
So is it a case of, is this, when are we talking about it, the same thing happening to Arsenal is happening to Barcelona? Arsenal was without Odegaard,
yeah.
And it showed. Now Barcelona is without
Lamine Yamal. Yeah, and it's obviously showing. And they're talking about other players who are there who, probably showed a little bit lack of experience. That's Casedo picking up a red card. That was really a game changer for them. And, Koundé also making a very, horrible blunder. I mean, it was just so bad, and that actually just killed the game.
I'm sorry, my brother.
It's fine.
Yeah. DJ Spotlight here is a Barcelona fan, so he needs to take heart on that one.
Thank you very much.
Before we leave the studio right now, we'll talk about the final team that is on our list, and that is Real Madrid. They did not really start well this season, but so far they started picking up, and this time around against Leganes, they won 3-0 away. Goals coming in this time. Bellingham did score. We also saw a goal from Mbappe, yeah. Very important.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the Madrid side, I feel like, their signing, their major signing this season has placed a whole lot of expectation on them. When you're coming from winning the Champions League and having the world-class player added to your team, I mean, the expectation is just out of this world. Like I said earlier on, I mean, I don't think the world-class team have patience when it comes to their new signings and all. But I feel like these guys are going to probably get their chemistry right. And we saw in this game how the transition between Mbappe and Vinicius was very super. I think it's going to take time.
That was something that at the beginning a lot of people said was going to be an issue for them because they have too many Galacticos, like they are called, too many big players. Mbappe, can he play alongside the likes of Vini Jr. and also Bellingham? But we're seeing that start to work out.
And let's not forget the fact that both players play the same preferred position, and Mbappe likes to function from the right wing. I mean, that's where he has actually played his best football in other clubs, and Vini also is doing very well in that position. So it's indispensable when it comes to that position. But they just have to find a way. They just have to find the chemistry, and which I think is going to take time. And I saw a glimpse of that in this last game. I mean, it was just effortlessly done by both players. I mean, and sometimes they just need to let their ego, down for the team. Sometimes, I mean, these are world-class players, and they want to,
everybody wants to shine.
Everybody wants to shine. So that's the thing for me. But I feel like this Madrid are going to get it going as soon as this chemistry comes together within the team.
All right, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. My name is Tito Bruce, hanging out here with Spotlight, and this has been a great show. If you don't know, you're listening to Swift Sports Show. We'll be back to you some other time. Do stay tuned and keep enjoying Swift Web Radio. Have a wonderful time.